Hello, everyone. Oui. Hello, marhaba. Hola, marhaba. ¿Qué tal? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Today is Sunday. I hope everybody's great. And, well, here in the northeast corridor of the USA, right here, right now, in this proximity of a large geographic area, we are entering into a blizzard. Blizzard. Blizzard warning. A blizzard warning. So I hope everybody is prepared. I hope you're safe. I hope you've eaten, and I hope you're hydrated. Okay? And I say that to everyone because regardless of what I speak upon, uh, I am very much a people person to be of assistance to people and to the public and to help people. Just kind of like a politician who's not elected, because I'm not getting into that whole bunch of crapola, because well, I just am not doing that, because I have been asked, and I was just recently sent an email, rather, something was on my log algorithm for uh, to get into politics, and I've been asked, for a while ago. Oh, but I'd rather, I'd rather be a policymaker, and because I've actually written stuff and posted it online, and it's been used, and I have all of that, and they know that, because everything that we put online is basically, it's like it's our own copyright, because it's our unique, authentic material. It's our image and likeliness. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. But let's see here. Getting back to the weather. So now it's supposed to start. It's right here. I am in New York State, so it's 14:49, 2:49, and so I'm going to show everyone. I'm going to show everyone the impacted area. Well, I am in Dutchess County. So Dutchess County it runs parallel to Litchfield County in Connecticut, like I used to say when I was a child, Connecticut. And it's all the Berkshires. It's part of this region. So look at this. Look at this. You see that? You see all the pink? Oh my gosh, we're gonna get slammed. Oh, I don't have salt. Oh, they haven't. Well, because I got to do everything on my own. I get a little. Well, I get tired easy. Um. So, all right. Well, I'll survive. The hell, it's a snowstorm. Big deal. Okay, snow's gonna melt. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I have a 200 and I got a 250-foot rope for a boat, and I gotta get it up on. Oh shit! I gotta get that done. I gotta get that. I gotta get the rope. I gotta get it up onto the roof. I gotta call this guy. I got a bum leg now, and I got pins in my spine and in my neck. Um, yeah, because if you put a rope, you put a good heavyweight rope on top of your roof, and so when all the snow piles up, and then it compacts and everything, and then we're supposed to be getting whatever, inclement weather also behind this. I mean, it is winter. So you take the rope, right? You got the rope on your roof, and then what you do is you pull it. That's my favorite sound. Pull it down. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get. No, if I go downstairs, I'm gonna drop my signal. Hold on. I'll be right back. Change that for a second. I will be right back. Right back. I gotta get my rope. Well, let me see. I'll try this now. It's so crazy where I live. I could just like, I could be walking in my house on the phone, and then I'll walk into like another spot. Ah, here we go. This is such a mess here. I gotta get this done. I gotta get 5/8 drill bits, and I have to get, I'm gonna get the foam put in to lift up this house that is settled that they never, I forget about it. Crazy. See the way it goes. See the way it goes. Here's the rope. See? So this baby, it's for my boat. My rowboat. Oh God. Yeah, survive. You gotta survive. You gotta make sure you take care of everything that you set up. Because if not, then you're basically kind of, you are forked. You are forked when you have these situaciones. So you see this right here? What is this? This is the anchor line. All right, it's 3/8 of an inch and it's 100 feet. That'll be good. But now, I wonder if the guy who helps me, he lives up the road. Well, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I got a good right arm. I could throw pretty far. I got a good fastball arm. Um, you put it up on the roof, right? And then snow is on. If the snow stops, you just pull it, and you'll have an avalanche. I can see it right now. I'll pull it. I'll be buried in snow. What happened to Patty? She's in a snow avalanche from her roof. Oh my God. Yeah, I remember years ago, one time back at band camp, when I worked for transit police, coming home, we had a storm. So I was working in Brooklyn and I lived in the Bronx. So I would take the A train up to 59th Street, then jump on the D. The D train takes you to Bedford Park, 204th in Bedford. And then from there, I would drive my car. But my husband dropped me off that morning. Anyway, so I had to walk to the bus in a blizzard. The snow, 1986, the snow had to be already, at that time, it had to be already like 6 or 8 inches. So I'm trekking through the snow, and then I go in the Bronx, Webster Avenue, the Bronx, the anyway, there was a bus that would take you. So because my husband dropped me off, I had to take what, anyway. Well, the bus never came, and I was standing there, and I was like, all right, you know what, here we go. We got 2 feet left and right, keep on moving. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I walked from Bedford Park to Gun Hill Road in a blizzard. And then the bus came, and then I got on the bus, and then that little bus took me up to White Plains Road when I used to live up in off White Plains Road. So never forget that. Never forget that. You know. But I'm a trooper. I never back down. Get into the trenches and keep going. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hell to the yeah. You know what? Because when ish happens, you gotta be on with it and you gotta roll with it. You know. Because if you don't roll, it's like when a wave comes, right? I learned. I was like, as a little kid, we were beach club members, and there's a pool and everything. I jumped into 9 feet. I gave my mother and stepfather heart attacks. They were like, ah! And my stepfather jumped in to go grab me, but I just took off. I swam. Into 9 feet without anything. But anyway, you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. No matter what happens, keep going, because no one is promised a tomorrow, and that's that. So daylight savings time has always been a big holiday for me every year. Oh, nice, good. Oh, you got, yeah. We got a clown. We have a clown. We have an official clown. Yeah, we do. Dear Lord, we are in such a state. And, well, being that that question was kind of like in a, it alluded to politics somewhat, reading between the lines. It's like, I'll say a quick story because now at 66 years old, I have plenty of stories. I lived in Florida for 1 year, and when I was down there, um, I had gone, I was in Pompano Beach. So that's off West Atlantic and, da, 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 da. I forgot the other road. Anyway, um, going to an office supply store, and I was picking up supplies, and this man that was helping me, I was looking for printer, the ink, and this one, anyone knows that those cartridges, they're not cheap. They're not going to cost you $1. You spend like $50 or $60 for a cartridge. So I was like, oh yeah, they've gone up. I said, yeah, everything's going up. This guy, I'm going to show you what this guy does, right? Now, when I'm out in the streets, I don't walk around like I'm in the bedroom with my man, okay? I don't have a man now, my husband's gone. But like some women, they walk around, everything is out, the be everything, you could see everything, the midriffs and all that, and the short. No, I dress appropriate. I don't go in the streets to dress to be, somebody, for some friggin' loser degenerate to try to come near me. So anyway, this guy, he goes like this. We're talking about prices, right? And I go, yeah, prices are going up. So he's standing there, right? This is what this guy does. He's like, he's holding the thing, but he's got it like, it was a cartridge, right? He's like, yeah, everything's getting very hard. And I was like, I'll take the ink, thank you very much. Bye bye. People are insane. People are crazy. So, ladies, I, just be careful. Be careful out there. A lot of sick people. You know, and modesty is a good thing. When you're in your home, that's something different. I don't care for that. I really, really don't. But to each his own. But you see a lot of that. You see a lot of exposure, and it's a lot of provocative attire. Just people just showing too much skin. Just cover yourself up. Put some shade on your shit. Cover the frick up. Like be a lady when you go out there. Nobody needs to see what you had for lunch. Okay. All right. Nobody needs to see what color your underwear are. And I find that to be very, it's just like, come on, but whatever. People got to do what they got to do. People got to do what they got to do. So, snow, we got flurries starting here. And we are here in, right now where I'm located, temperature, AccuWeather, according to AccuWeather, it is, what is it right now? Oh my God, where are we? I don't like this app. I like the other app. Oh, it's 34 degrees now. Yeah, so the temperature is going to drop, and it's thermodynamics because it was fairly warm yesterday and mild, but the humidity was high. So now the temp's going to drop, and humidity's high. Terra firma's cold. So yeah, we're going to get slammed. We're going to get slammed. We're going to definitely be getting slammed. But that's that. What's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday? Hello, hello. Pure Letitious. Glory to the Emperor of mankind. Absolutely. Allahu Akbar, God, Buddha, whoever you believe, whoever you believe. Um, Ramadan just started, so in Times Square they were having the prayer, and there was an agitator, and because people don't know about Islam, and there's a lot of hatred, and what people don't know, they fear, and then how the media and how these media companies, they want to lambast, and decry all types of fallacies about Islam, and you know make Islam the enemy, but who is doing all the unaliving in Gaza? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? So it's crazy. It's crazy. So what happens when you beat a dog, right? As far as what happened on well, let me not get into that because they'll end up blocking me. But when you beat a dog long enough, the dog's gonna attack you. The dog is gonna be so nice and so amicable and so get up and jump how high, to appease you. But beat a dog long enough, and that dog's gonna bite. Okay? So now this is what happened. This is what happened. So, and this is what has always gone on. See, because we are not a country no more. We are a corporate ATM for these elected clowns. Yes, we are. They are. They're all clowns, and it's crazy. But anyway, in other breaking news, as far as pop culture goes, there's quite a big shakeup going on over there at the big Bravo world. They're doing this Bravo on the with the housewives. They're doing like girl like the 40 city tour. So it's basically like when the band is, they're breaking up, and then they come and they do like they do their last tours. So that's what's happening because you know multiple lawsuits, $1 million lawsuits, a lot of negativity, a lot of toxicity, and people having their own legal issues that are, you know, on their agenda. So if they're part of the cast, it doesn't reflect. It somewhat does kind of reflect upon the network because they don't. I guess they don't do checks and everything. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So yeah, that's coming. It's sizzling down. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they'll turn. They'll recycle everyone, all of those cast members, and they'll go with another network. Do a different format. Do some other shows. But all that craziness, nah. People tired of that shit. And then what's going on in our economy? I don't think people are really focused on watching women with fake wealth or with real wealth, But that's that. It's all fake anyway. It's like you talk to people that have been on these shows, and now that they're out of their contract and they could talk, and they say how Cat, the production crew, will say, well, you got to say something to get under their skin, and we got to have conflict because we need it for the camera, we need it for the viewers, and that's what happens. And then they edit stuff, and they make people look bad. Who knows? But when you get into that whole world, it all becomes ego, and it's like whatever. But anyway, that's that story. So today, man, my hair grows so fast. It's crazy. It's like I have to cut my hair every 2 weeks. Not letting it grow long, but got product in it to tone it. Everybody have a good Sunday, and be safe out there. Be safe. Do the right thing. Make sure you stay hydrated, and have a fun Sunday. I hope you're prepared for the snow because it's on its way. Flurries are starting. Oh boy. Here it is. See you next time. Bye.